Hey everybody, it's your boy Jaydub back at it once again. I'm a little bit under the weather today, but it's okay. We're gonna keep it moving. Wanted to talk a little bit about the Twitch streamers who their personal information got leaked. A lot of the payouts and stuff that Twitch has been paying these guys have been leaked, and now we know a lot of the big Twitch streamers like Ninja and some of those guys, they're at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to that stuff. As a matter of fact, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see their salaries. But it did let me know that there's a bunch of guys that you don't know out there that are getting paid a lot of money. I mean, we're talking millions a month, and that is crazy. That is crazy, especially for a small time content creator. You guys know what I mean. But that just lets you know, man, that if you work hard on your craft and you keep it moving, you build up your audience, anything can happen. Anyway, on to the next thing. I wanted to talk about the positions that both the big three are in as far as Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony when it comes to gaming. Where we're going to be within the next 5 years. Will this cloud streaming pick up? We'll see. That's a big high demand, especially when you had things like PlayStation Now, and a lot of other streaming services, a lot of cloud-based services were there for over 10 years, and it has yet to pick up. So I just don't know if that type of audience exists. Are they, what do you call it? Are they chasing something that doesn't exist? Are they chasing ghosts? I don't know. According to Sean Layton and according to Jim Ryan, they would like to pick up hundreds of more gamers. I'm just not sure if that's going to come in the console sector, if that's going to come in the mobile gaming sector, if that's going to come in the PC sector. We don't know. Jim Ryan did go on to state his position on it is basically that just over time with the notoriety, the quality of games, and as consoles grow, as more people get into gaming, there are kids that are getting a little bit older and stuff like that, that he thought that he would be able to reach those hundreds of more millions of gamers. If you look at the previous generation, let's say the PlayStation 3, they sold 87 million copies of the console. Well, when you look at PlayStation 4, they sold 130 million copies of the console. And we already know that the best-selling console of all time is the PlayStation 2. So I do believe PlayStation 5 is poised to hit that particular number that they're looking for to outdo the PlayStation 2. We'll see. The growth chart, the sales chart, even during the pandemic, is far exceedingly more than the PlayStation 4. So that's great. Good news on that front. We have Nintendo with the Switch. They're killing it. Within only a few years, they were able to surpass the Xbox One in total sales. When you look at it that way, then you have to say to yourself, hey, these guys are rolling. Right now, they're probably sitting around 100 million consoles out in the wild, on top of the new Switch OLED, which I'm playing this content through. Let's say a Switch Pro comes out, right? Then you get another subset of gamers, another gamers like me, a lot of the hardcore gamers, or people that want more beefy console to be able to play a lot of the multiplayer better. So, that is what's going to get Nintendo to get hundreds of more gamers, right? They're adding to their portfolio, not only hardware, but the software. It's really about the software. The software drives the hardware. And if any of you guys can't get that, I don't know what to tell you. And last but not least, we have Xbox. Last generation, let's say the Xbox 360 generation. These guys sold roughly 85 million copies of his console, which is way more than they sold in their original Xbox days. So they did really well then. But then you look at last generation with the Xbox One, and what do we have? 48.2 million consoles sold. That didn't hit what they were targeting. Microsoft reportedly said that they wanted to hit 200 million consoles sold, and they only got less than a quarter of that. I wouldn't count them out just yet. It's just this generation, they're not breaking any records per se. So we kind of know where that's going. Plus, their games are available on any and everything. So that's going to lower the reason for you to go out and buy a console. Now, I get it. Some guys are going to say, well, they don't care about consoles. They're not in it for the consoles. They say, yeah, but back to my original point. The games drive the console. The console is what lets you know how healthy you are and what you're doing. The rules don't change. The rules are not going to change because Microsoft decided they're not going to share information. It is what it is. According to the Apple versus Epic Games court case, we now know the total number of the sales. We also know that Microsoft doesn't make a dime on the hardware. So that begs to say, do you guys think that they're in the future? Do you guys think they're going to keep spending billions of dollars on this hardware when gamers are not really supporting it like that? They're not buying it. They're not buying it in droves. When you look at the install base of the 360, 85 versus 42, that's roughly a little bit more than half of your fan base that you didn't pick up or that you lost. So that speaks volume. And again, everyone will tell you the 360 era was the greatest era for Xbox. It gave Sony a run for its money. So with that being said, I don't know what Microsoft plans are. I don't think they're going to be able to reach the 3 billion gamers that Phil Spencer is targeting. I really don't. Not without the IP and the games that everyone love and adore and they're clamoring for. When you think of Nintendo, you got games like this that's running in the background, right? Your Mario Karts, you got your Zeldas, you got things that really keep people coming back. We got Metroid Dread that just came out that I'm enjoying. Well, when you think about Microsoft, right? When you think about Xbox, what do they have? They have Halo, Gears, and Forza. And so that begs to say, how are you going to get that? I don't think Skyrim is going to get you there. I don't think Bethesda is going to get you there. I don't think any of that's going to get there. It's going to take something new, right? You think of Sony. They have a ton of brand new IP that's never been done before, right? You got your Horizon Forbidden West was a brand new IP. Ghost of Tsushima was a new IP. Heck, Returnal is a new IP. On and on and on. All these new IPs they're dropping on top of The Last of Us, the God of Wars, and the Uncharted's and all that stuff. So I just don't know what position Microsoft is poised to be. They're a smart corporation. They're a very rich corporation. But when it comes to gaming, I just don't know who their audience is anymore. So it's kind of hard for me to speak on that. I wish them well. I hope they do start releasing some great IPs and building that up for the next generation. I think it's too late for this generation. So with Sony capturing Marvel and stuff like that, with Nintendo coming out with Breath of the Wild 2 and new Super Mario and all that stuff, and a new Metroid, right? A new Metroid Prime game. It's just hard to compete with that. I hate to say it. It really is. On top of Nintendo coming out with Splatoon 3, and some of the other games that people enjoy and people love, Anyway, I just want to kind of give you guys my opinion on that with the Twitch streamers, with with where are these consoles poised, where are these companies poised with gaming. This is our hobby of choice. It is what it is. Some people are gonna just hold it down for their consoles as they currently see fit. Nintendo fan base has pretty much been content because they have great games coming out. They had a new console come out this past Friday with the OLED Switch. They're happy about that, right? We have PlayStation. Dudes are constantly investing in new studios. They gave you Wolverine. They gave you Spider-Man 2. You got your God of War, your Horizon Forbidden West. Things are looking great, man. On top of brand new IP, buying up Bluepoint and Housemarque and things like that. Things can be better. Things couldn't be better. On the Xbox side of things, you got xCloud. For whatever it's worth, that's where they're targeting now. That's how they reach their end game, I guess. As long as Xbox gamers are happy with that, it is what it is. I'm not going to hold you guys long, but I just want to kind of give you some updates on what my opinion is on it. I'm going to talk about it a little bit later, probably on Next Gen 720 channel, so you guys be sure to check that out. Hit that like, subscribe button. Holla at your boy. JayMario, I'm out. Peace.